Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. After a long time, one more guest for us who is from KonyLabsHyderabad, who has been there in many companies, Zoho Labs, at the same time is a iOS developer also, and one of the best students and very right cordial, affectionate students of my career, I can say. So was there right when he was in BTech, right engineering college. At the same time, where he got placed in on campus in Zoho, right, Zoho Corporation, Chennai, and he worked there for 3 years, 3 years, 5 months. Right after that, of course, everybody feels development, career prospects very important. But taking that, he wanted to go for Kony Labs, which is one of the best MNCs of the world today. Every software engineers dream to join in Kony Labs and Microsoft companies. So that here our CharanNampally is one of the best and great employees of Kony Labs, of course. His package and all also very fantastic and sound. Uh, Now he is going to give right his complete inputs. Being triple E student, how he is right giant in software engineering. After that, right, what are the hurdles and what are the achievements he got, and at the same time, how is inspired and how he is going to inspire others too. Because I know him, right, since 2013. 2013. Now, really great makeover in his personality or in his language, in his speaking, and all the things. It's professionally great development in his body language too. That this is for you with with Charan Nampally, with a senior engineer, right? Kony Labs, Hyderabad. At the same time, he is iOS developer. So let us welcome him. Welcome Charan Nampally to our BSV Voice.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Charan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good.
Mm. So that after long time to see you, really, I feel very happy. Right, your place there in Kony Labs, as you said that senior engineer, right,
Yeah,
and you reached one of the best companies. That is one thing. So working in small companies, right, other thing, and working as right as senior software engineer and iOS developer. So
yeah.
first, please, you start with your childhood. After that, I'll ask you that, right?
Okay, like my father and my father is a government teacher, and my mom too is teacher. I was born and brought up in Sangareddy. All my schooling was in Sangareddy, so uh, it was like typical middle class schooling where like all things like oh, you need to get up, go to school, uh, come home, wait for father and mother to come home, and eat, sleep early, wake up early, and all. Um, things there are things that have helped my um, personality development or um, even psychologically. There are my grandma, grandfather, they used to teach me Bhagavad Gita and all when I was in childhood.
Mm.
And in my family, you whenever 3 or 4 people sit together, they immediately start singing Carnatic music, and
Oh,
almost everyone sings or either sings or dances in my whole family.
all classical
So
singers.
yeah, so
Okay.
like that way, I got trained even in Carnatic music, and uh, I was a good uh, student when it comes to academics, and everything was very normal, like any normal middle class lifestyle. Then I for intermediate I had to come to Hyderabad because I was aspiring to get into IITs and NITs. So I came to Hyderabad, and for 2 years I was like rigorously trained. uh, I missed IIT by very less margin, and so I had to join BVRIT. BVRIT was not like in beginning it was not like choice or something, but I had to join BVRIT. And also while joining, I did not know, like I had uh, various options to choose
Yeah.
for. basically I right from school I was very passionate about physics. So there was uh, teacher called Ravinder sir from my 8th class.
Okay.
So that was the first time he taught me difference between distance and displacement, speed and velocity.
Mm.
They are similar terms, but there is a lot of difference between. So that kind of fascinated me, and I was into physics. Even my whole intermediate and IIT JEE exams, I used to, like, out of 120 I used to get 116 marks in physics itself. And I never used to mind chemistry, and I was okay at math.
Yeah.
So while joining engineering as well, like I first of all I wanted to take some branch which involves a lot of physics. I was opting for mechanical or electrical. So luckily I got placed in VVRIT with in electrical department.
Yeah.
The thing with mechanical or electrical is, like, in computer science or other departments, there are a lot of things that we cannot visualize, we cannot see.
Mm.
But in mechanical, especially, if we can see everything in front of our eyes, we can apply a lot of our visualization, our imagination, and I really like that. And even electrical, for that part, I really enjoyed learning
Mm.
electrical. And it was not in my plans to learn programming or become a software engineer, but I before joining BVRIT, I did not know what is programming. I did not code a single line. So in as a part of curriculum in first year we have C language, and
Yeah. It is
then
there.
I realized computer science is not as bad as we think. Like, computer science
Mm.
is it is even more about problem solving, more optimization, how to optimize your resources, say memory or battery you have.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of thinking to do to write a good software program. So while I was pursuing my electrical engineering, I had there is a website called edx.com where people from Harvard University, Stanford University, they take online courses. So I was taking those courses all the way from first year to my fourth year, and by the time I completed my fourth year, I was very comfortable with programming. And even like I was being an electrical student, I wanted to uh, be a electrical engineer. And there was like all my friends in second or third year, generally they go to academies to get gate coaching and all.
Mm.
So there was a faculty called Bangaraju sir in electrical department. So he came in one day to our class, and he came and he said, you don't need to go and take coaching outside to crack gate exam. You can just crack gate reading your own textbooks. So that was kind of switch in my head. And in third year I started preparing for gate, and in fourth year I gave my gate exam, and I scored pretty well. I even got a seat in NIT, but I chose not to join because by that time I completed 6 months of my internship in ZohoCorporation, Chennai.
Oh, great. Oh.
So as an iOS developer, so this was even more like I thought this would be my path for good career path. So I continued working there for 3.5 years, and recently I had switched to KonyLabsHyderabad.
Mm. It's a great achievement indeed, really, because
Yeah,
circuit branches to right non-circuits, right? So coming
yeah.
into the software, really iOS. What is that iOS indeed?
So basically, the like all computers, they work on operating systems. In mobile, there are two types of operating systems predominantly used. One is Android and one is iOS.
Mm.
iOS is for Apple's ecosystem. So all Apple iPhones we see, they run on iOS, and all other mobile phones, they run on Android. Whether it is
Android.
um, yeah, yeah,
So how did you
or
feel? How did you feel being triple E student? Immediately you went into electronics and some other like okay. How did you feel it?
yeah, like it was not new to me per se, because I was already giving a lot of interviews since the third year itself. I was writing various online competitive exams,
Hmm.
and I had like a lot of coding. In fact, when I had joined Zoho, there were a lot of CSC students who joined with me. I was the only triple E guy who, along with a guy called Nikhil from the other section. So we were the only triple E guys who got into Zoho. All others were from CSC or IT.
Okay.
So
What was the
yeah,
reason Joe had taken only triple E guys?
no. It did not take only triple E guys. It took a lot of guys, but they were all from CSC and IT. We
Hmm.
were the only guys who were from triple E.
Okay. Along with you, how many were there? Any friends also
Uh,
joined in Joho?
eight, eight,
8 members.
eight,
Oh, great.
eight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of 120 students. 120, no?
No.
Triple E.
Eight from whole the BVRIT Bhimavaram and BVRIT Narsapur whole 600, 700 students.
It's a great achievement indeed. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of complete organization, you were among 8 members.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Then.
So Zoho was like one of premier companies that, like, luckily that was the year which they came to Zoho. Generally, they don't come for on-campus interviews,
Yes. Yes.
but luckily that was the year, and we got placed. Zoho is basically it is competitor of Google and Microsoft. It is
Hmm.
all it was all developed by Indian engineers. Its CEO is an Indian. He owns the company. He's Sridhar Vembu. He's from IIT Madras,
Very good.
and that is a like $1 billion company now. So he started it from scratch, and now it is competing with likes of Google, Microsoft, and big companies.
Oh, great.
He recently, like 3 days before, he got a Padma Shri award from central government.
Who got Sridhar?
Sridhar Vembu.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Really? He started his own company and became CEO.
Yeah, he started his own company in 1998,
Hmm.
and he even now he like there are no stocks or there are no partners. He owns the company in and out. Totally, he owns the company, and it is built. We can see his ideas, his personality everywhere.
Okay. Are you inspired by him? Because you said that he's one of the best
Yeah,
and you got.
like
How
extremely
did you
like.
get inspired by him?
Um, he is like when we join a company, we would like to have our CEO to have some ideas, or they say like whenever we register our company, we follow your mission. What is your vision? So they ask for vision and mission, and uh, Zoho is that kind of company where even if you ask, well, basically Zoho is like uh, he started that company, and he doesn't take people from IITs, NITs, or big universities. He trains people himself, and he takes them into his company, and they are now people who have been trained by Zoho are the people who are in very good very good positions in Zoho. So the like even when we join, we look for perks, and we look for salary, what is like how cool a company is. We look for all kind of those things. So Zoho, it had no timings, it had no formality in dressing or anything like that, and there you can go anytime, come in, come back anytime. There was food available 24 hours,
Hmm.
and there was free transport. Basically everything you could ask for, you got from Zoho. So
Really
I got placed
fantastic place.
in
Yeah,
I
fantastic
got
place.
placed in 4 or 5 companies when leaving our BVRIT campus, but I had to choose. So I was reluctant to go to Chennai and join Zoho, but one of my friend, he said, "See, if you say you got into Microsoft and he wants to uh, take you to USA, won't you go?" He asked that question, and I realized, okay, let's say like let me think. Chennai is the new USA, and I went
Yes,
to Chennai.
Chennai is one of the best, right, cities of India.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a journey, of course, it's fantastic. But what do you feel actually, right, changing that company to now Kony Labs? What's the reason that Zoho is one of the best and providing everything flexible kind of
Yeah,
environment?
correct.
So what is the reason that coming out of that?
One reason, one primary reason was that I always wanted to come back to Hyderabad because my dad has retired, and they want me to stay here with
Yeah.
them. So even if it is at some cost, and also one more thing is it was as like I had people coming working under me, and work was becoming a lot monotonous uh, each and every day. So I thought, let me switch the technologies and what like previously I used to work in a separate domain, like technological domain, and now I work, though it is for iOS,
Yeah.
I work in totally different technology.
Hmm. So you are, what is job profile of yours now in Kony Labs?
Job profile, I'm a senior software development engineer for iOS platform.
What do you do? What do you do there? Same
We,
iOS platform
what
actually.
we do is uh, we develop a platform for all other developers all over the world. So most of our clients are banking customers. So
Hmm.
let us say if someone wants to start a bank, first the company they would come is us, like they'll come to us, they'll say I want a software with all these things, and we will have a set of we our company has a lot of expertise in the banking software. So all the majority of the apps that we see, SBI apps, HDFC apps, they are developed on our platform. So uh, we develop a platform and we give to other developers to develop their own banking apps on that. So like say if if SBI comes to our company and says, hey, I want an app for SBI cards. So
Hmm.
we make we give our platform to SBI developers. So software developers in SBI use our platform and develop SBI app and release it to
Oh,
SBI's customers.
great, great. You are the beginner actually there, right?
Yeah,
You are the
exactly.
beginner, right? It transforms into that different
Correct.
phases of that actually
Yeah,
coming into form.
yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. So actually, your communication skills are fantastic. How it was really helping that to move forward. That how actually this is going to help the students also.
My communication skills, like when till fifth class, I was in a primary school.
Hmm.
That school was run by my principal was Elizabeth.
Hmm.
She was extremely good at English,
Oh.
and it when I went to sixth class, I joined another school, and I was the only one who knew all the tenses and all grammatical things.
Yes.
So that was there. So right from childhood, mm, the English was not uh, stopping me anywhere. I was privileged to uh, having been taught by some very good.
Hmm.
See, the thing is, uh, uh, we don't want. We wouldn't want ourselves to concentrate so much on the technicalities of language, but we definitely need language to express ourselves. So
Convey.
when I was in Chennai, all our team meetings and many of them, they would not speak in English, they would speak only in Tamil.
Oh,
And they are extremely uh, like
they like
even
the
the
language.
developers. Yeah, it's not only like we need not speak language just for liking, but they were comfortable speaking Tamil. So I had to learn Tamil, and all the team meetings, even team meetings, if there are say there are big switch happening for thousands of customers also, all the technicalities would be spoken in Tamil. So
Oh,
basically their belief is that Japanese, there are
speak
software
Hindi.
engineers in Japan as well,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
don't speak in English.
Yes, yes.
China is up for software. They, but in India, the, it would take time for people to realize the. But definitely, you need to. you need not be a voracious reader or be expert in English and all, but you should be able to express yourself,
Yeah,
your feelings,
conveying message.
you convey your feelings fluent enough and clearly enough for others to understand. That
The
is the
confidence
only.
is the important
Yeah,
thing to go for it.
yeah.
Yes, yes. That's one thing. Okay, let's come to that. Okay, how was your 10th class up to your schooling? You said only 5th class. Like your schooling was because you are from Medak district, right? It was
Yeah,
Medak district, old Medak district, now
yeah,
newly formed Sangareddy district.
that is.
So it was really Medak, from Medak district. It was when I was studying. Even I was from Medak district, of course. I'm staying in Hyderabad now. So coming from Medak district and right communication skills and technical skills is somewhat difficult. How was actually your foundation was there up to schooling, and then what is the transformation to intermediate level?
Generally, like it is. People believe that in towns and villages we don't get um, good
Exposure.
English speaking skills or good exposure. But I did not, when I have completed my 10th class, I came to Hyderabad, and there were people from Delhi public schools and
Hmm.
likes of big schools.
Different
So
people.
yeah, so it is not that difficult. You just need to open your ears and try to learn things. It is not that difficult, or it doesn't mean you need to leave your home place and go somewhere else and learn things. In fact, there were a couple of friends in VVRIT as well who were from Telugu medium. So it was hard for them to understand things because classes were taught in English. But if I always believed that if you want to learn something, there was a guy called Rakesh.
Hmm.
So in the first year, he had struggled a lot with even understanding the things. By fourth year, he was comfortable enough. Like he was giving interviews with a lot of companies, and he was comfortable enough answering them in English.
Hmm.
So you just need to give some time to it. But language is not like a barrier. You need not. Um, it just comes. You just need to open your ears, and it just
Yes,
comes.
it's a matter of confidence because
Yeah,
it's been there in our right mind since our
yeah,
childhood. So that it's a matter of confidence to speak any language, not only English. If you want to speak any language, also if you have confidence, you can express your views very confidently, even in mother tongue too.
yeah,
Do it so. So,
yeah.
so this is about okay language skills and about parents and family background.
Yeah. My father, he teaches deaf, dumb, and blind people.
Okay,
My
special
mom
teacher,
was a
special teacher.
special teacher. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
my mom was a teacher as well.
Hmm.
Um,
Both are in
so
government sector. Both are in government
no,
sector.
no, my mom is a private teacher and my father is a government
Government
teacher.
teacher. Yes. Hmm.
So like most of things were systematic in our homes. We used to sleep at by 8 o'clock. Everything used to be shut, and we used to go to sleep
Yes.
by 4:30 in the morning. Everyone used to wake up, and being in Brahmin family, there are
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
Yeah, parents from education department will be very horrible for the children. It seems. even my
yeah,
son, even my son feels sometimes because both of actually the right, my wife and myself are right
yeah,
in the education field, so teaching field. So that sometimes what we feel that here, if we don't actually, grow up them systematically, it
correct.
will be impacting others also. That's what
Yeah.
that actually the
Because
parents.
that there is a reason for that, because you see a lot of people in college,
Mm,
and
yeah, yeah,
you see a lot of hundreds of people growing in front of you, and
yes.
you would want you would want a perfect your son to be in a
Right, right
certain.
position.
So, yeah, so you of course I have experienced the same.
The same thing happens because
Yeah,
we are the ideals to the society, because teachers
exactly.
only ideal to the society. If teacher commits
Yeah,
mistake, society spoils. If doctor
yeah,
commits mistake, a patient dies. So these
yeah.
are all there actually, the quotes are there since beginning of the days, right? But thing is, next let us come to the point here. So where was your turning point? Any crush and overcoming that temptations? How did you overcome the temptations? And what
Uh,
do you suggest that actually adolescent and engage who freshly enter the engineering colleges?
I would say like not I would suggest them not to take themselves too seriously. Even in this crush and all these things, it is not like when we are experiencing that, we would feel all the uh, all the feelings in the world. But it would not matter after certain. Even if, let's say, if you are in third year and if you think about yourself in first year, you would feel how was I so foolish? And time answers everything. And you just need, like, whenever you feel emotional or you feel distracted or something, take a step back. And it is good to take a step back and see how it is going to impact in long run. And there is nothing wrong in experiencing a lot of things. you
Yeah.
you grow by experiencing things. You wouldn't want to be a like bookworm or keep doing only certain things. There you need to experience things, but you also need to have that outlook to understand where your life is going and where it is going, where these things are going to lead in future. uh,
Hmm.
I did not uh,
Because the destiny
uh,
decides, sometimes the destiny decides our destination.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that we need not force things on ourselves. I never uh, stop myself from, say, if I want to talk to someone, I did not control, or I did not hold back. But uh, I feel like there will be some bad experiences, or there will be something, but all those are learnings that you have to learn. Otherwise, there is no point in living a perfectly normal life and having all these experiences here, because you are experienced, and because you know how it feels, you can even help others in future, because it is new for them.
Yeah.
So you don't need to take, even say even if we join BTech, it is not like school or intermediate college where you need to study for 10 hours or 20
Yeah.
hours every day. So you can do a lot. 4 years is a lot of time. We can do a lot of things. We can explore our passions. We can see, even take me as an example. I was an electrical engineer. I could learn both electrical and like, in fact, when I gave my gate exam, I got gate rank, and I gave my CAT exam, I got
Yeah.
a seat in IIM. And
Ah, I am
yeah,
which I am.
IIM Trichy.
Oh, great. No, why didn't you join then?
And CAT was in I gave my gate in July. By that time, I was for 6 months I was already working in Zoho. CAT was in December. So at that time, I decided that I'm just going to give this exam for uh, the sake of it. I'm not going
But
to join because
I am would be fine. No, right? Your life
no,
would
no,
be
no,
somewhat somewhere like.
it is. I People were my parents and everyone, they were forcing me to join, like, do some post graduation.
Yeah.
They did not want me to stop my education at
Hmm.
after BTech.
But
So
getting in I am itself is a great achievement. No, would be somewhere else.
yeah, yeah.
No, than this Kony
No,
Labs or some like.
it is not like that. Say, when we are software engineers, it depends on our skill set.
Yeah.
People, if you are really interested, you can increase your salary double or triple. Like, you can increase it many folds in every year. So take me as an example. I am purely in financial terms. I did
Yeah, yeah,
give
it's
my
okay.
CAT exam only for.
One thing I want to ask you this here. So there is a chance of reaching CEO level if you would have done your MBA in IIM, right?
Correct.
So did you feel anything like?
No, it is CEO doesn't really, like, being CEO doesn't mean you need to. There are people. My CEO, he's an electrical engineer from. He's a core uh, technical engineer.
Okay,
There are two schools of ideas of thought. Say, some people think you need to
do
do
MBA.
IIM, do management studies, and to manage a company. Some people say many Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and all those people, Steve Jobs, they were not from management. So they
It's true.
as
It's
the
true.
company grows, you learn from experiences, and they are, in fact, if they were not good managers of company, their companies would not be most successful companies.
But generally,
So
what I heard, the people who finish from IIMs of any of nation
yeah.
would be
Mm.
given more importance than the others who are in the company. Like when it comes to elevation of their complete career, how do you feel?
I feel IIM gives a good kickstart for your career. If you
Yeah.
want to do, say, if you want to manage the like company business operations, IIM good, like it gives a good kickstart. But that does not necessarily mean you need to do IIM or the management studies to do all that. You can grow as you can learn things as your experience. As you get experienced
So
enough. See,
do do, uh,
even
uh,
in
do you say
mm,
that? Do you say that? So to become CEO, MBA is not necessary to anyone.
no, no, not at all necessary. You take all the Fortune 500 companies.
Hmm.
I'm sure most of them will. You name any CEO that we know. Like let us say, we know
Yeah.
Sundar Pichai, we know
Yes.
Satya Nadella.
Yes.
Most they are not from any
But they had
like
done management courses in foreign
yeah.
universities after that.
Correct, correct,
Yes. Yes.
correct.
Yes. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we like the people who have started companies, they don't necessarily do management studies, and then they say if I got, like, I was asked the same question when I was in like, giving my IIM interview for IIM teaching. So
Hmm.
they asked me, why do you want to do MBA?
Hmm.
Because you have a good job here, you're experienced enough. Why? I said the same thing.
Hmm.
So they said there are two schools of thought. That is what I'm saying. Some people believe, even say, even for technical people, some people believe you need to take students from IITs, NITs, and such to get the enough skill set for your company. Some people believe, let me take people from normal colleges, let me train them, and
Hmm.
eventually they will be good and they will be good enough for my company. So there are I I I I believe in the second one, because if I really want to start a company,
Hmm.
I will definitely not start that in Hyderabad. I will do it somewhere in the rural area, because
Yes. Yes.
I see, right, like when I go to my village now, there are people who are like they do electrical stuff, they do mechanical stuff, but they are daily laborers, but they know a lot of,
Hmm.
say, if you want to uh, give a new connection to house, what we do, we call an electrician. They
Hmm.
say, no, 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 you don't need to call electrician, you directly go uh, take enough precautions, turn on the transformer,
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
can do all the wiring.
Yes. Yes.
They
Yes.
open tractor up, they open bike, they repair everything. They are more skilled than all the mechanical and electricians that our colleges produce.
Yes.
So it's all about we are like I feel I'm privileged enough, having
Yeah,
born in
it's
to
called
my
a
parents,
hands-on
and
hands-on work, a hands-on approach. Like when the people
yeah.
have the right hands-on kind of experience, they can go for anything. So as you said that, okay, MBA is not necessary for anyone to become CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like it is like I'm privileged enough to having got such good education from good schools, good colleges, and even BBRIT.
Hmm.
But the I would say I have used only 40% of uh, all the facilities that I got. If I had used 100%, I'm sure I would have
Hmm.
definitely been somewhere else. If say if there is some other Sri Charan somewhere else who is from rural background, from born to illiterate parents, and they don't want him to go to school, and they want him to work
Yeah,
somewhere.
many people are there like
Still,
that. Yes.
yeah, I feel I'm blessed in that way. But there are there I know there are a lot of more talented people, more intelligent people, people who can do software, and people who cannot speak English but write amazing logic and manage a lot of people. But it's a lot about mm, like we are lot privileged than many other people.
Yes, exactly, Charan. Really, you are experienced in right at the young age. You got a lot of experience and speaking really matured way of your life. Are really fantastic. So when it comes to right your future plans, what are you planning for? Right, how do you see yourself after 10 years of time or 20 years of time? So
So
Kony Labs itself is one really a peak, right? It's a summit.
mm,
It's a summit. So after that, where do you want to see yourself there?
uh, like technically software wise, we I start we I along with my uncles, a couple of people from USA, we started a company called Doco 360.
Hmm.
So we have developed the whole software, and basically it is a online consultation platform where
Okay,
patients
great.
can go consult doctors online through video call and audio call.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that company running. We have already employed 4 people. They are working for us.
Oh, great.
They report to us. So that is in the parallel. Eventually, I would want. Uh, Say there is a concept that my previous CEO taught me, Sridhar Rembo.
Mm.
So basically, what happens? India is exporting things and importing things, right? India is India exports a lot of things which are of low value, and imports things which are of high value.
Yes,
Even the same applies to villages and towns. Say
that's it.
villages, it imports a lot of tractors. Everyone uses mobile phones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everyone uses a lot of electronic goods. But what they export a lot of low value goods like food grains and all.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, how the way like there is a deficit, and the way they repay for the deficit is by sending their talent to cities. The same way India sends its talent to other countries like USA and all those countries. So what to uh, fix this deficit? What we would essentially want to do is, in today's age and time, we would not need all the infrastructure and everything. It is not only available in the cities. We get good network, get good electricity,
Mm.
we get all the good roads and all facilities even in the villages. So it doesn't matter whether you are working in a extremely big city, in an extremely big company, or the same work that you do here you can do in village as well. So that way, how it helps is, say, if I want to start a company in Hyderabad with 4,000 employees,
Mm.
what it does is it only increases the traffic. People will need 4,000 houses, 4,000 cars, and it only increases. Say, if I want to pay my employee, I
Okay.
need to pay a lot more in Hyderabad than what I need to do in my village for the same talent. So that way it helps my company as well, and it helps even the individual who is working for me, because he doesn't need to spend so much that he spends in a city. All even adding to that, he can get a good, normal, healthy life in villages. So I would really want to start something in
Yes.
my village.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that this journey really very interesting comparatively other right guests who came to VSVOICE. Really, your journey is really interesting and reached one of the best companies too. And can you say please regarding your unforgettable moments in your life, in your college level, schooling, and your career, or in your family life? Unforgettable moments. How did you overcome? How did you feel?
Mm, I wouldn't say my life is so eventful or something. There are a lot of things, very normal things
Yes.
that happen to anyone. One unforgettable moments. Uh, I got I remember I first company that I got placed was Tech Mahindra from Zoho.
Okay.
So from Brilliant IT.
Mm.
So I was people were celebrating and all, but I was thinking, like, how should I answer my parents, because they were expecting a lot more
Yeah,
than
yeah. That will be there. Parents
even
will
even
expect more. Mm.
yeah, even till date, if it is not like there will be celebrations all over my house whenever I achieve something, it is like very very normal. Even if I achieve very very, my sister, she sings music, and she gives a lot of programs as well. So it is normal. Like I remember getting placed in Zoho, uh, coming back home. My mom was feeding me, and she asked me what happened. I said I got it, and okay, that's it. It is not like okay, there is no celebration. It is fairly normal. Um, Unforgettable moments. There are some moments that I would want to experience once more in life. I went to um, Papikondolu with my friends.
Mm.
I went to a lot of places that I even went to Delhi, Kasol, Kulu, Manali, and all those
Yeah.
places. And then I wish I could get those moments back because I want to experience them one more time. But time
All
doesn't
are
permit.
busy in their own works right now. I think after getting married, of course, you'll again reunion and go
Mm,
for a picnic of Kondal. Is it?
yeah. Hey,
Then
there are a lot of people that I miss. It's not like no, I feel a lot nostalgic about people from my school, college. This morning we attended the alumni meet
okay.
from VRIT's alumni
Oh,
meet,
morning.
and
Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yes. Yes. Okay.
So like one thing was like when I was in college in fourth year, I was very very critical about our BVRIT college. I did not like a lot of things that were happening in our college, so
Mm.
I wrote a review in Google. In Google, when if someone searches BVRIT, there was my feedback about BVRIT that it was, I'm a student of BVRIT. I don't like these things and all. So immediately
How did
I
you feel
wrote.
missing? No, how did you feel missing IIT? Right, coming into this right your engineering college.
It was tough. It was I felt it. I did not want to join BVRIT
Or
per se,
no,
but
you said that you missed IIT or NIT, something like that. No. So how did you
uh,
feel that actually coming to engineering college?
the, I I I I felt bad. I felt disappointed that but eventually what IIT training does is it helped me a lot.
Yes,
Even
you
till
gain
third year,
knowledge
that
indeed. You gain knowledge and all the
yeah,
things. That's the great thing.
the
Even
electrical
I
things
think
that I
CAT
have.
also. I think CAT training also might have given you great scope to learn many things indeed. It's so.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Even like till third year, whatever electrical things we learn as part of academics,
Yes.
if we have good IIT training, we have learned all of that in secondary itself. So in that way, it helped a lot,
Mm.
and I could easily understand a lot of things that teachers were teaching in college. That way, it helped a lot.
Yes.
So nothing goes to waste, right? My teacher used to say like if we if we if we have a chance to learn something, we need to learn it, because like there was a drawing class when I was in my school. I did not attend it. Now I
Mm.
am horrible. If I have to draw something, I'm very very bad at it. I regret not learning it at that time. So when things come in front of you, you need to take it and learn it.
Yeah, it's a great journey, and I feel very happy being your teacher. Right, at the same time, being your right, your of course guide whatever you feel about it. And friendly environment was there when I was right in engineering college with you. Really great to see you your batch in heights, and at the same time, definitely you will reach whatever the dreams would like to right come to forward. Right, at the same time, yeah, whatever the achievements you think about it definitely will be very easier to you because you
Yeah,
are determined and focused. So generally focused and determined people will have a great life indeed, comparatively others. So of course sometimes destiny plays the role, but when actually destiny also is taken right, what with our only determination and your right, your stubborn nature to move
yeah,
forward. So definitely your interview will definitely give the people a great scope to move in their lives forward. And of course, despite your branch and all, anybody can shine anywhere.
Yeah.
Despite IIM, despite IIT, despite any kind of the national institutions, anybody can shine anywhere in the companies like Kony and Microsoft, whatever it is. So definitely, your life, of course, brief life history you have given really interesting to everyone. Right. Thank you so much, CharanNampally, for coming to our channel. So our channel and our viewers definitely wish you all the best in your all the future endeavors. Thank you so much, CharanNampally.
Thanks, sir. It's a privilege
Thank you.
seeing you after a long time and talking to you. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It's my pleasure that meeting you people, because only the parents and the teachers will be very happy when their children grow and when their students grow. That's what
Yeah.
this is fact, because nobody in the world will be happy other than the parents and the teachers, because teachers feel that their students must be the best, and parents feel that here their children only must be the best. So other than this selfless, right, selfless kind of
Yeah.
ambitions to these people, and others, okay, there may be many other parameters. Anyhow, thank you, CharanNampally. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Thank you so